I mean, at the end of the day, people just want time, and it's not like they want your 24 hours, you know? Most of that stuff that I did, it was probably like an hour out of my day. I got an hour to give somebody, you know? So, I mean, off days, and just whenever I found time to go and serve, I would do it. Because we're busy, but we're never too busy to not go and serve.
Can you give her a high five?
I got a high five. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, Chris.
Yeah.
So, first of all, congratulations.
Thank
Been
you.
selected as the Plainsman Choice Women's Community Service Member of the Year.
Yes.
So now you're finishing up your 4th year.
I am.
Do you graduate in May?
May 6th at 5 o'clock.
How's it feel?
Feels great. It's been a long road, but yeah, it's time to get out of here.
So you started at Baton Rouge,
Yeah.
Obviously. How did Auburn pull you away from there?
From Baton Rouge, Coach Flo recruited me pretty heavy, and I definitely knew I wanted to play for a coach like Coach Flo coming in, so that's what got me here. And the whole, Auburn family.
Right.
So, yeah, I knew this is where I wanted to be.
Speaking of Auburn family, you've done all this community service in the area. When do you think your servant's heart kind of came to be? Because you're definitely one of those leaders in that category.
I'd probably say it started when I got here, and I kind of realized it stemmed from the team and just how often we'd go, play with the kids at the Dakin Boykin Center, and I just kind of realized that, wait a minute, this is something that I actually really enjoy doing. I enjoy being here. I enjoy mentoring kids. And I think, it's just kind of a God thing because you want to be a servant and you want to lead in any way that you possibly can. So once I realized that's something that gave me joy, I wanted to do it more.
How do you think Coach Flo has encouraged you guys in that?
Just off the simple fact that, as a team even, we would raise money to, donate things and toys and stuff to the kids. So when she instilled that in us, I took it upon myself to not only do it when she said do it, but also look for ways to do it outside of just our team.
Gotcha. So I had to write them all down if you got so many. So you, for people who do not know, University's SAAC Community Service Coordinator, Blessings in a Backpack with Jason Duffner, the Boykin Day Center, like you said, Daycare Center, like you said, Our House Foundation, Juvenile Justice Ministry, Serve Day with the Church of the Highlands. How have you been able to balance all of this stuff with being a student athlete? How have you been able to give all that?
I mean, at the end of the day, people just want time, and it's not like they want your 24 hours, Most of that stuff that I did, it was probably like an hour out of my day. I got an hour to give somebody, So, I mean, off days, and just whenever I found time to go and serve, I would do it. Because we're busy, but we're never too busy to not go and serve.
Right. Well, you weren't going to get out of here without talking about the poetry, obviously. Do you consider yourself a poet, or do you consider yourself just a teacher of it?
I consider myself a poet, spoken word artist, whatever you want to call it. When I got to Auburn, though, I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Like, no one's gonna know what poetry is. No one's gonna know what spoken word is. Like, it's gonna be dead once I leave high school. But once I got here, there were like so many different opportunities to perform, and I've partnered with the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, and I've performed for incoming freshman students, minority students. I've gone to Tuskegee and taught some poetry classes and things like that. I'm actually performing this week at Black Girls Rock. It's a thing that Auburn does every year just to celebrate, women during Women's History Month. I'm performing at that. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'll figure that out at some point. But yeah, I mean, I'm always just looking for opportunities to, just use the gifts I've been given to give back,
So when did all that start for you? When did you kind of develop a passion for the spoken word?
Poetry started in high school. These two poets came to my school during Arts Week, and they were on stage, and I was like, bro, I could do that. And the way they made me feel is how I want to make other people feel. And I was like, I could do that. I can inspire some people with some words. So, yeah, I mean, I was kind of a natural, you could say. I went to the National Poetry Convention in Chicago and was a quarterfinalist with Team Baton Rouge. And that was like a crazy experience. So that's kind of when I realized that this is something I can do. And people always ask me, I perform at Auspice. It's our athletics banquet and our version of the ESPYs. People always ask, like, are you nervous? Are you afraid? I'm like, come on. Like, I wrote this poem. I do this. I know y'all, like, it's not really something that makes me nervous because I mean, it's just something I love to do. So.
Well, you're certainly an inspiration to the kids at Tuskegee. What do you see poetry doing with them when you go down and teach them? What do you see it doing to their minds and how they learn?
For them especially, especially like minority students, they just like, they look for a way out. And for a lot of us, like growing up, we just needed someone to talk to. We needed something to talk about. And once you're able to put whatever you're feeling onto paper and perform that for other people and realize that you're not alone in how you're feeling or what you're going through, there's so many things that are eliminated, so many negative things that are eliminated from your life just because you were able to vocalize how you were feeling. And that's kind of always what I wanted to be and do for those kind of kids, because I mean, we all feel like, it's corny to write poems and do all this and that, but when you look at it like rapping almost, now I got guys who like, man, I could do that, let me write a poem. It just brought like straight joy to my heart, because I got all these guys in the classroom like, oh, I want to go next, and I'm like, yo, I gotta go to class, so I don't know, just things like that, it just makes me feel so much like it's just so much bigger than me, and growing up, I mean, I got cousins like that they look for a way out and they can't find one, and I'm like, yo, this is it. Like, there's so many different things you could be doing, and you're not alone in your situation. And once you're on stage, you performing for your classmates, and they're like, man, I feel the same way too. Now y'all got a different kind of bond, and it's just crazy what coming out of your comfort zone will do for you.
What do you see them start to become when you are able to pull them out of their comfort zone? Do you see other parts of their lives changing?
It's just like confidence, and that confidence takes you so many places. Like, I'm able to talk to different people. I'm able to go before any man and just say, this is who I am, this is what I want to be, and not be afraid. And ultimately, that's all we need, opportunities to be ourselves and be confident and say, this is who I am, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to change the world. And I mean, okay, y'all get me hype over here, man. Like, but I don't know, I just love opportunities to just give back and just show people there's so much more to this world than you know what I'm saying? I think, and that's why a lot of times people are so afraid of coming out of their comfort zone, coming out of their shell, because it's like, I'm this kind of person, I struggle with this, I struggle with that. But when you're so me, you miss opportunities to serve. And that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to miss the opportunity to serve, because I'm tired from practice. I'm tired from tutoring. We just had a game. I ran over here, I was late because I was in a meeting. It's just like, I always just look for opportunities to do something, but also not be so busy that I don't have time for myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's a balance. But yeah.
Do you feel that way around your teammates and your classmates? Obviously you're able to inspire the children. Do you feel that you give that kind of thing back to your peers as well?
I think, especially with my team, like, they know I'm different. Like, I'm never just like doing what they're doing. I'm always looking for, like I said, ways to serve and things to do. And like Amari, I was talking about Our House. Amari, she's actually trying to come with me to go to Our House, because she was like, man, like, I feel like I relate to these kids more than you do, because I came up and I had bad attitudes and I had this and that, and so many of them girls there, they want to be this, they want to be that, but I asked them, what's stopping you from reaching your dream? And they said, my attitude. I was like, dang, Amari needs to be here, because this is her calling, like, this is what she can do. And it's just like, when you're able to bring people along with you to go minister and help these other kids, that's what it's all about. And I think, like, my teammates, and I mean peers in general, like, everyone wants to help. Everyone, you want to help people, you want to be a mentor to people. You just need to find the opportunities to do it. So when you got people that's willing to say, yo, bro, I got this event coming up, you want to come with me? It's like, all right, yeah, let's go. I mean, that's just what I do. I look for opportunities, because I can't minister to everybody. I didn't come up without, you know what I'm saying, all the resources that some other kids may have had. So I get somebody else like Amari who can say, yo, I struggle with this, let me talk to him. I'm like, all right, bet, let's go together. Simple as that.
Do you think you feel more comfortable with those opportunities on a basketball court, or do you feel more comfortable with a pen and paper or behind the computer?
I'm just comfortable in general.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, like, your athletic career is going to end. So yeah, while I do want to be able to be that mentor to strictly athletes, like, you're not only strictly an athlete, like, you are who you are first, before you are an athlete, before you are an interviewer or whatever the case may be, you are who you are. So I think sometimes we miss out on opportunities to mentor people, because we want to mentor them in this one-dimensional facet. But like, I'm not one-dimensional, you're not one-dimensional, so why would I only try to reach out to you using that one dimension of you that I know about? So for me, it's like, whether it's basketball court, pen and paper, soccer, flower, like, it don't matter what it is. Like, if I got an opportunity, I'm going to use it to my best advantage, or I'm going to bring somebody along with me who can do just as well.
Well, you certainly made a big impact here at Auburn in your 4 years. Do you have a poem that you go back to kind of remind yourself of? Do you have a favorite poem? Something that you use as kind of your mantra?
I have different poems for different reasons.
Yeah.
My favorite poem is probably like this like super corny love poem I wrote in like 8th grade, and it's called Mathematics of Love. And it's just like, it's cool and it's funny because I like use math to define love, and it's just like, it's just dope. I did that in 8th grade, but I still perform it like to this day. I mean, I have different poems for different reasons, but that's probably one of my favorite ones to perform, just because, like, you know, everyone loves a good love poem. So, yeah.
Do you have any lines from it?
Yeah, we're not about to do this right now. No, we're not doing this. Nope. Cut it. No, we're not about to. No.